When one looks at where we are in the fight against the climate crisis, the reality is that we are not in a good place. While important progress has been made since the adoption of the Paris Agreement less than a decade ago, the world is still not moving fast enough to limit warming to the 1.5-degree goal of the Paris Agreement and prevent the worst impacts of the climate crisis. And we're seeing many of these impacts accelerate across the world. And no continent, no country, no region has been spared. In addition, as we see the pace of the transition accelerate, it is doing so in a very unequal way. Since the adoption of the Paris Agreement, 4 out of every $5 in clean energy was invested in the advanced economies and China. The rest of the world, sadly, is being left behind. And if we continue at this rate, the climate crisis will definitely exacerbate inequalities between countries and within countries. COP29 represents an important milestone in our fight against the climate crisis. It is a COP where the main negotiating outcome will be a new goal on finance, a new climate finance goal. The reality is no one country, no one group of country can solve the climate crisis. We need everyone to make an extra effort. The leadership of the G20 will be crucial. We need all G20 countries really to be on the high end of the ambition scale when they submit their new national climate plans. Countries are currently spending 9 times more to make fossil fuels cheaper than cleaner alternatives. 9 times more. So taxpayers are subsidizing. Taxpayers across the world are subsidizing fossil fuels, but also footing the bill for the climate damage that the use of fossil fuels is causing. There's always skepticism around big international UN meetings. But the reality is that that multilateral cooperation on climate through these COPs has really ensured that the issues of climate change have risen, have ensured to the top of the global agenda. I urge you to use this as a moment to demonstrate your solidarity with those on the front lines of the climate crisis. More than ever, this is a moment. Use this moment to rebuild trust and rebuild hope that we can truly solve this crisis.